Alright guys, it's about 9:30 p.m. on a Monday, and I felt possessed enough to come in here and rip the front axle off the TC because I can't bear it. The front suspension on the TC is almost a part of the way it looks, you know? I mean, you can see everything, it's all on display. Refresh it, degrease it, paint it nice and black. But I also found the frame number, TC6319. So that's interesting. Interesting because now we know that the car is what it says it is. You know, things happen over the course of 8 years. Cars get crashed, engines change, whatever. But this is a fully numbers matching car, and the frame is actually really straight and really nice and really dry. Lucky there. But anyway, let's get this front axle out. Balance the pressure you're putting up on it, because you don't want it to pull the bolts out and the thing falls down onto the floor onto your hands or something. If you don't have a breaker bar, you're wasting your time. Come on, give up your secrets. Trying to get these things out, it's not happening. Steve informs me that you have to take the shackles off and then the bolts will come out. The bolt isn't the key, the shackle is the key. And I should have thought of that before, because the shackle is what's holding it on. I don't know why I'm trying to be a hero and get the bolt out. Let's try that. A royal pain in the ass, I need my slide hammer. Grab the shackle and then slide it off. I'm gonna use this. I'm giving up, I need the slide hammer. The negotiator didn't negotiate. Well, it negotiated, it just failed negotiations. That night, I continued to clean some front suspension parts until I was able to borrow Steve's slide hammer and try again. Hey look, there's a bolt under there. Attempt to drop the front axle with this. The silver slapper. I just got one shackle plate off, right there. Well, there it is. It was surprisingly difficult. It didn't look like it would be that difficult. I guess the pivot bolt like mushrooms out, and it doesn't allow you to get the shackle plate off. At least that's what Steve told me anyway. So I've had about a third of a Coke. I've moved the MGA out of the garage, and now I'm going to silver slap the other side. Cheers. Yes. 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 it is Labor Day weekend, and to celebrate, I'm going to do some labor. And you can probably tell from the state of my shirt, but it is 107 degrees in the garage today. To continue with the punishment, what I'm going to do is clean everything. God.
My God.
Okay. What are those? Ball bearings? Oh.
Oh. My
The ball let it fall.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Easy. Because once it gets to the... You don't want to... Easy.
Oh. Oh. Clean some stuff. Now I'm going to straighten this out. This is the drag link. It connects the wheels together so that when the wheel, which is actuated by the track link from the steering, you can see how that's, I mean, I'm not perfectly keeping it still at either end, but you can tell it's not straight. I'm going to press it straight on the press. The problem I'm having with it is that it's spring steel, so it wants to hold its shape. So once it's bent or plastically deformed, if you want the engineering term, it's very difficult to unplastically deform it because it just wants to spring back to that position. So you sort of have to, if it's bent like that, you have to over-bend it, and when it relaxes, hopefully it's perfectly straight. So, you come to this bar often? No, actually, it's funny you mention that, but it's nice to meet you. My name's Daniel Harrison. I just straightened out this 1949 MGTC track rod for the steering on a 20-ton shop press, and it's 107 degrees in here. It's so scary. That's good. Well, that didn't work at all. Just really said no, not gonna do it. The axle is resisting. On to the next one. These guys really knew how to set things straight. They took the bend right out of the axle and I was on my way. I have the axle back, but now it's time to use a skill which I haven't really used since I was 14, geometry. Master is the angle at which the axle is rotated front to back on the car. Now, camber, all you low-life boys know how this is, right? This is whether you have negative or positive camber. So the TC famously has, it's like 8 degrees of positive camber or something. Now I know this method is definitely a little rough and tumble, but it sort of gets the job done, and it was good enough for me. And with that, the results were in. important takeaway from this is that there is some positive caster and there is some positive camber. And I mean, what more do you want? This is well and truly where I'm at with the TC at the moment. I've stripped the axle, it's ready for paint, a lot of the front suspension is ready to be painted in fact. I've changed jobs at work and it's been a busy year, but the whole project overall is picking up steam and I'm happy with where it's at now.